YouTube, you know what time it is. This episode I'm going to talk about some news involving Yu-Gi-Oh! As well as my personal feelings on some aspects of the game. So let's go ahead and get started.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your rocks, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that lets you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won.
YouTube, it seems that Crossroads of Chaos is all the rage and starting quite a bit of controversy. So let's go over some of the cards that pique the interest of Fitzroy. Yeah, I like that. First things first, let's start off with the synchros. And how can you start with anything else but the cover card, Black Rose Dragon? It has normal synchro requirements and its effect reads, when this card is synchro summoned, you can destroy all cards on the field. Once per turn, you can remove one plant monster in your graveyard from play to change one defense position monster your opponent controls to attack position and make its attack 0. Its second effect is pretty good against Marshmallows and Spirit Reapers, I suppose, but I think this card will make its way into Teledad decks because of its first ability to destroy everything on the field when it's synchro summoned, and with all the special summoning that the deck is able to do thanks to Emergency Teleport and Dark Arm Dragon, it will be a common play to summon this thing, destroy everything on the field, and then be able to summon Dad or something else to attack for game. Doom Kaiser Dragon is next, and it's one of the few cards that are new to be zombie and fire type. You need Plague Spreader Zombie and one or more zombie type non-turner monsters, so you need nothing but zombies to make this thing. Its effect reads, when this card is special summoned, you can select one zombie type monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field in attack position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that monster. Tell me if that makes any doggone sense, YouTube. You need all zombies to make this thing, so Emergency Teleport doesn't help it. You can't just summon this thing out of nowhere. Not only that, you only get a zombie monster from your opponent's graveyard, so it's only good in the mirror match, or if you're using Zombie World. So it's dependent on a field card. And not only that, but you can only special summon once from your opponent's graveyard when it's summoned, and at no other time. I'll stay with my L-Blood, thanks. The next one is Iron Chain Dragon. Normal synchro requirements. You can remove all Iron Chain monsters from your graveyard from play to have this gain 200 attack for each card removed until the end phase. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. It's kinda lackluster, but it might see some play to punish Lightsworn players, since whenever it does damage, it discards the top 3, so it might be nice. Next is Queen of Thorns. It needs one tuner, and one plant type non-turner monster. Its effect is, while this card is face up on the field, each player pays 1,000 life points for each non-plant type monster they summon or normal summon. Sounds good on paper, but when your opponent is using Emergency Teleport and Synchro Summoning, summoning not from the hand, and then running this thing over, its effect probably won't be worth it. This guy has been in many card pictures, as well as even the flavor text of some cards, which makes him one of the most awesome characters flavor-wise in the game, so it's great to see them pay tribute to Dark Ruler Hades with this new synchro called Revive King Hades. You need Plague Spreader Zombie and one or more zombie type non-tuner monsters. So you need all zombies again to make this thing. Its effect is, the effect of effect monsters destroyed by battle by zombie type monsters you control are negated. Same stats as Dark Ruler Hades. It's cool that they made the card, but I don't think it's going to be too great. Anyone who's known me, and I mean really personally knows me, knows that I've been waiting for some kind of mechanic like this in Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time. Some kind of power gradient that would make monsters like Dark Magician or Blue Eyes a lot more competitive and powerful as opposed to other monsters. and it comes to light in this new monster called Turbo Warrior. You need Turbo Synchron and one or more non-tuner monsters. Its effect is, if this card attacks a level 6 or higher Synchro monster, the attack of that monster is halved. This card cannot be the target by the effect of a level 6 or lower effect monster. So stuff like Nodoria or Snipe Hunter, stuff like that doesn't affect it. You need a more powerful monster like Dark Arms or whatever to be able to actually affect it with their effects. So I think it's pretty cool, and probably for that reason it might see some play. It's 2500 attack, so it's pretty beefy, and it can't just be destroyed by any Putz monster. The final synchro of the set is a Psychic type. I'm not really too excited about this. It has regular summoning requirements. Once per turn, you can remove one Psychic type monster in your graveyard from play to gain 1200 life points. It's a nice boost, but life gain has never really been a big attraction to this game, so I don't know. It's 2400 attack, Psychic type. It may have some synergies with the other Psychic cards that are coming out in this set, but purely effect alone, I don't really think it's that great. Now YouTube, now going to go into some cards that might make seeing plants a lot more common around your locals, and maybe even Shonen Jumps, as well as some personal favorites of the next set. So let's go ahead and get started on those. We're going to start off with Botanical Girl. Her effect reads, when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one plant type monster with 1000 defense or less from your deck to your hand. So this thing being destroyed automatically gets you Lone Fire Blossom, and if you play it against any plant deck, you'll know what that means right from the get-go. So it's a great card, a great addition to the plant deck. Next is Botanical Lion. This level 4 card is 1600 attack, it's a plant, 2000 defense, and its effect is, this card gains 300 attack for each plant type monster you control. Control of this face-up card cannot switch. So by itself, it automatically comes out as a 1900, and if you've ever played against a plant deck, you know the swarming ability it has with Lone Fire Blossom and Gigaplant and Lord Poison and stuff like that. So this thing can get really big really quickly. Here is the granddaddy of them all, Mark of the Rose. This card, I believe, was a common or a rare in Japan. However, it's confirmed that it will be a higher rarity in America. I believe people are somewhat scared that it's going to be an ultra rare or maybe even a secret rare, and for good reason as well. It's an equipped spell, and its effect reads, activate only by removing one plant type monster from your graveyard from play. Equip only to an opponent's monster and gain control of it. During your end phase, your opponent gains control of the equipped monster. During your standby phase, you gain control of the equipped monster. So basically on your opponent's turn, they gain back control of it. On your turn, you gain back control of it, and then it goes back and forth. This card basically reads Snatch Steal, seeing as whatever you're taking, it won't last a turn. You know, you're taking your opponent's Dark Arm, do something, and then destroy the Dark Arm with its own effect, or Judgment Dragon, or go for game, pretty much. And with Mystic Tomato being a plant and dark, this card is easily splashed in any deck pretty much. I mean, this thing is going to be a bomb card to get. There are many other cards in this set that I'm excited about, especially a certain field spell that could have helped someone that had a featured match on Shonen Jump just recently. If you haven't read it, the link is in the sidebar. But a question for you guys, what card are you most excited about for the new set? You can leave a text response or a video response. So until then, you guys, thanks a lot for watching, and class dismissed.